What's up, guys? Cody here today with a Karthus game. It's been quite a while since I played this guy. So this was a game I played yesterday with a few of my friends. And man, was it a good one. It went on for a long time, though, which is which is the only thing I don't like about this, um... But yeah, so their team is kind of dumb. They have a Vel'Koz top, and the Udyr is going to build Warrior. But it's okay because it's Karthus. We don't get to play Karthus at all. But so yeah, Karthus. He's not really played all that much right now because he kind of sucks. He's always kind of sucked. Because he can't really auto attack to farm because it's really hard to do that, but like, so you're forced to kind of farm with your Q, and so you're also so while you're farming, you also trying to poke out the enemy with your Qs. But your keys are kind of predictable, and they only really get the enemy if they're standing still. But so, one of the good things, though, is that taking Deathfire on Karthus, just so you know, I'm going 18-12-0 for my masteries this game. Fortunately, I had taken W at level 2 to try and get something here. Fortunately, it didn't really happen, and it was unfortunate that Azir got away, but he lost half his health in the process, which is good, and he's still sticking around. So as you can see, I'm poking him down. It's not really doing all that much damage to him. But if Karthus gets him by himself, if Karthus hits an enemy by itself with a Q, it does massive damage, and you're gonna see the true amount of damage I can do here. Okay, so I got my Vi kind of helping me here. Fortunately, Azir gets away and lag makes me take a tower shot. But Azir's gonna stick around just for a wee bit longer than what he should. So I get a Q off on him. And like, it's pretty much with Karthus, it's all about getting those Qs off on the enemy, predicting where they're going to be going, which is super hard. Because their thing is quite easy to avoid as long as they just start moving in random directions. But yeah, so Karthus Q with Deathfire makes it really really good for just kind of poking the enemy down. So I see right here I can kill Azir, and Deathfire, it's an easy kill. So yeah, Karthus, not really not really a good mid laner right now, in my opinion. He's kind of just a fun pick for me. He's someone that I enjoyed playing back in Season 5. But he wasn't like a pick that I would use because he just doesn't fare well against people normally. He just kind of sucks, to be simple. So I'm level 6 now, and I'm looking for times when I can use my ult. I could have used my ult right there, had my bot lane told me that Udyr was really low, and that would have killed him. Unfortunately, that wasn't what happened. But so right now you're gonna notice that I'm gonna be okay. Well, I guess not. So I'm going after Azir, which is really easy to do when he gets in range for my W. So he walked over to the side instead of walking to his tower, which is a big mistake from him because then I got to turn my E on for more damage. and then add in my ultimate to finish him off, and he was done for. So yeah, if you're not up against a good mid laner, then Karthus is really good. In my opinion, if you can land your Qs on the enemy, then you will wreck the enemy so hard, and you're gonna start to notice here once I start getting items that I'm fed, and the enemy cannot do anything to stop me. So yeah, you're gonna notice that I'm just going for Rod of Ages this game, and I'm just kind of completely avoiding Tear of the Goddess. The reason for that is because I don't Tear and Rod of Ages takes too long for it to stack. Takes too long for everything to get going and stacked up. So instead of doing that, I just build Rod, and allows me to hit a power spike faster. Not as big as the power spike as what those would be, but a lot of times I won't be needing all that mana anyways. So yeah. Yeah, Karthus, you're gonna start to know Karthus, when he gets going, is just super powerful, but he's kind of only good mid game, and even then, he's not really all that good. He can be a lane bully. He does, in my opinion, he does really good against melee matchups in the mid lane. Because he can easily it's really obvious when they want to go and get a CS, so he can easily Q them and start to poke them down. Range matchups are a bit more difficult because it's really easy to see. It's really obvious when Karthus is going to use his thing. Okay, so I ulted here because I wanted the Thresh down here. Didn't happen though, because he died before I actually got to finish my ult. But not a biggie. But so yeah, Udyr, I completely fuck up that word there. So Udyr destroys my bot lane pretty much. You can see Udyr's going warrior for whatever reason, and I honestly don't know why. It's not really a smart idea for him. But one of the good things though about this game is that I took exhaust on Karthus, and exhaust on Karthus is really good because it allows you to get more Qs off on the enemy. So it's more so just a chase tool. And against Azir, it's really good because being Azir, attack speed reduction. Yeah, so I see Udyr here. I'm gonna start to poke him down with my Q, and he's gonna just pretty much get decimated by me. I don't even know Vi didn't get to touch him there. But so yeah, Udyr doesn't have all that movement speed yet, and as a result, pretty much dies because he wanted that pink ward that badly. Only downside is I have to make a new pink ward. So Azir kind of does damage to me with his soldiers right now. But it's not that much damage because my Qs are gonna do more damage to him than anything else. So Udyr is gonna chase down Vi, and then Azir, for whatever reason, gonna try to go in and kill her. Vi flashes over the wall, Azir flashes over the wall, I flash over the wall, and I get the kill. So right now, I'm 6-0 as a Karthus, and the game gets only better because I have Rod of Ages now, and that pretty much means I'm in the clear to do whatever I want since I have this big of a lead. So yeah. As long as I've got blue buffs, I'm never gonna run out of mana. And that Rod of Ages is gonna keep stacking up. Azir dashes away quite a ways. Udyr gonna really try to get me here, and he's actually going to, unfortunately. But oh no, I don't get him. Okay, that's too bad. So. Oh yeah. One of the good things about Karthus, is that when he dies, he can, deal more. He can still be dishing out damage, which is why it's okay for him to die during a team fight in some situations. And because of that, his oh, I pressed. Okay, I think it lagged there. Whatever. Udyr flashed over the wall. There, I got him. I don't quite know what happened. I think it hit something. But so Karthus, during team fights, he kind of wants to play like in the middle of the pack because he wants to be close enough to be dealing damage, but not close enough that he gets blown up. But so Azir, if Azir gets too close, so one of the things for team fights is he runs up there with his E's. He is hurting everybody. Starts queuing everybody. If he has Zhonya's, use that. I don't know what my jungler was doing here. Starts just using all of his abilities, and when he dies, throw out an ultimate if he has it, and just keep spamming Qs. And yeah, during the laning phase, if you have an advantage on your enemy, just whenever they get too close, use your W right behind them and kill them, pretty much, or at least just start queuing them to death. Yeah, and then like I said, just kind of queue them whenever. So right here we're gonna get an easy. What should have been an easy 2 kills, but I'm forced to use my ult to kill both of them, unfortunately. Minor setback, but it's whatever. So 9-1 Karthus. 9-1 Karthus, man. Honestly. This was one of the reasons why I liked Karthus, because I could kind of snowball with him against bad players. So right now I'm going up top because for whatever reason Poppy's mid. Tom Kench just kind of, I don't know what, but just really fucking everything up here. Just everybody just being dumb, honestly. I leave mid for a few seconds and everyone goes and dies. Kind of pissed about that because that happens way too much. They were just... Tom Kench was ulting when he really shouldn't have been. Vi went with it. Just a lot of bad plays from everybody. But so, I'm not going to be able to stop them from taking that tower. So they're gonna get that, which is unfortunate. But I have my Rylas now, which means if I catch somebody out, they're pretty much a goner. Udyr's the only exception though, because what's gonna happen with Udyr is he just has a lot of movement speed. My team is gonna continue to chase this. For whatever reason, like Poppy's got Poppy had no health, and she's pretty much dead from minions. Thresh takes a kill on her, and just once again everybody just doing dumb stuff. Fortunately though, I'm gonna be able to do a lot of damage to Tristana. Tom Kench eats me. I've got my E dealing damage on Tristana still. And since I'm fed, it's an easy kill. So yeah, Thresh stuck around just a bit too long, and it's pretty much gonna die because of it. And yeah, Tompkins is gonna get the kill just because I'm too slow. That is one of my issues with Karthus. He is super slow, which is a little bit of a frustration. But it's since I've played Karthus, I'm used to it. Udyr gets dumb and tries to kill me. I used my ult by accident. I meant to turn off my E, and what happened instead was I ulted. Which is just really, I just accidentally hit it. So yeah, that's down for 2.5 minutes right now, which is frustrating. But so Azir uses his ult. I flash over it, and I am queuing. If you notice, I'm queuing behind where Thresh is because I'm expecting him to be walking into there, instead of queuing on top of him, just to make sure that I do get it. So right here, I have no mana. But I did have Exhaust, and Exhaust is really good against this Udyr because it's going to slow him, and it's going to make it so that he gets less attack speed. So we get that, and it's easy kills. Quinn used her flash earlier to try and get somebody, but it was dumb because we already had her. So Quinn's flash is down, my flash is down, and my exhaust is down. Tom Kent still has his exhaust though, which is important because we don't need to use it on the Azir, and we don't really need to use it on the 1 in 5 Tristana, who only damage item is an Infinity Edge, but Udyr we do need it for. So I'm kind of caught out in a bad situation here. I kind of went around the backside, and as a result, didn't really get to do anything. I do get an ult off on Azir and Thresh, kills Thresh, and helps us secure the kill on Azir, because since I have Rylas, it does apply that slow, which is very useful. We come over here, Udyr tries to kill me because I had no health, but you know, it was a 3v1, and he just kind of was running into the enemy team at this point. They're chasing down Vel'Koz right now. Not really going to give them anything, just because Vel'Koz has a lot of slows, and so they're going to waste a lot of time trying to do that, which is fine, but you know, when you chase somebody for a long time, you run the risk of them actually getting to their team, and causing issues. So only thing right there. I got a nice Q on Thresh. I'm kind of just queuing everybody. If you can see right there, Tristana almost has no health, just from 2 Qs. Hitting her. One hitting multiple people, meaning it didn't deal the extra damage, and one just hitting her by herself. Azir does a pretty bad. Azir gets a pretty bad ult off, and I don't think my team quite knows what they're doing here. But we almost died there, and that issue's gonna keep happening. But Udyr's just gonna keep chasing us down, and no amount of slows is gonna stop him. Like right here, Udyr's right there. I didn't want to just walk up to try and stop him from getting anywhere, and as a result, I'm still gonna die anyways, potentially. But, okay, I don't die here. There's a few times when I just die because of it. So I ult him. It's gonna pick off Tristana. And we get the Azir from it, and we get the Vel'Koz from it. I was trying to actually just get Udyr, and as you can see, he's got almost no health. But, didn't quite happen. But so, yeah, my ultimate as of right now is dealing 860 damage disregarding resistances. So yeah, looking at the enemy team, you can see that Thresh has an Iron Lock of the Sorari, giving some magic resist. Udyr has a null magic cloak. Nazir has Athene's. But Tristana and Vel'Koz don't have any magic resist at face value. I die here, but Tompkins eats Udyr, which is not the best of things because it's damage that I can't be dealing. But so as you can see, so the enemy has like no magic resist. For the most part, they've got a little bit, but it's not enough to pretty much stop me. So my ult on Tristana has approximately she has 1500 health. So an ult on her is pretty much going to half health her. At least. And then if I just do a Q, she's a goner because my Q is dealing 310 damage, and then double that if I hit someone by themselves. So I am just wrecking everybody. You see, I do 628 damage to Vel'Koz. He gets destroyed. I'm doing quite a bit of damage to Thresh. 569 damage to Thresh. This is gonna kill. This would have killed Azir. Unfortunately, I have to ult for him. Vi flashes over the wall, even though I've already ulted. And Udyr is split pushing. And Poppy doesn't get him. Then Poppy uses her E to push him. She gets him, but whatever. No, it's just not a good showing from her. So then, we're winning this game. We're gonna win. Azir just being dumb. I guarantee the kill on him. And the enemy just decides to come back. And we make them burn both of their flashes. Which is good because that's what they have then. You know, the one thing I don't like about Karthus is how long his ult is. And it's like that because it is pretty powerful. So to counter it out, to balance it out, they made it so that it's super long. And so one of the best ways to get rid of super long ultimates is to get cooldown reduction for it. I die here, unfortunately. I get Tristana though. But so one of the best ways to cut down on the cooldown. Getting cooldown reduction for super long abilities helps a lot, because if you say you have an ability that's 100 seconds long for the cooldown and you get 45-second cooldown reduction, that's pretty important, because that's gonna result in it being a 55-second cooldown instead. So with Karthus's ult cooldown is about like 2.5 minutes. More than that, to be exact. A lot more than that. It's like 2 3/4 of a minute. Because I had some cooldown reduction. Because I had a cooldown reduction glyphs on. I had the normal, I had just normal mid lane mage runes on. So I had some cooldown reduction with my runes, and the cooldown it was still it was still about 2.5 minutes long. So you could get like max CDR on Karthus, and his ult would be up more often. But the issue with that is that Karthus doesn't need all of that. Oh my god, I love that how I almost killed Vel'Koz with just Qs. But so you could get the cooldown reduction to make his ult come up super fast, or faster than normal. But the issue with that is his other abilities don't need cooldown reduction, because his Q is like a 1 second thing pretty much. And his and his his Q is like a 1 second thing, and his ultimate and his W you only really use once during a team fight, and his E is a toggle. So it's not really needed. I get out of here on some of my I got out. I secured Baron somehow, and I got out, and I don't know how though. But so cooldown reduction on Thresh or on Karthus, not worth it, because only his ultimate would be affected for the most part, and that's not a good reason for getting it. So instead of that, you just get straight damage, and yeah. So you can see I'm at full build right now. Rod of Ages, Ryla's, Sork's Shoes, Death Cap, Void Staff, and Zonia's. Some people might want to get Zonia. I got Zonia's in my last item. Some people might want to get Zonia's before that, because what happens is you can run in Zonia's, and you can run in with your E in Zonia's, and it will your E will still be going on. And that'll it's a trick. It's like Morgana using her Zonia's during her ult. So right here, my team's pushing. I really wanted a blue buff though, because as you can see, I had no mana, and Karthus without mana is useless. Yeah, and we're not gonna be able to end here quite yet. Which is unfortunate. But I ult trying to get Tristana doesn't happen. Tompkins eats me, and I'm telling him like we need to go. Udyr is gonna try everything to get me. Tompkins Tompkins exhausts him. I have to Zonia's, and then Tompkins spits him away. I W, and I'm like, okay, guys, I've got no mana. I gotta go. But I'm kind of sticking around trying to see what I can do, if anything. One of the things that I wasn't doing that they could have been doing is running away and using my Q to kind of kite him. He's too fast to really be doing that, but that was one of the options I had. And that's one of the things that you can do when you're not going up against somebody that's super fast. So yeah. Yeah, this game's almost done. I'm sorry this has been really long, but one, it's Karthus, so you don't really get to see that many Karthus games. So even a long Karthus game that you win and you get fed with is still pretty good. It's pretty fun to watch, even though it's just been quite a long time since you see one. At this point, we're pretty much just chasing everybody down. I get a nice W off on Karthus, or Gets a nice W off on Thresh. They both have some undead portion in them. Vi walks up way too close and just gets destroyed, and now we have to wait again because somebody decided to die. Has those throws. Udyr is not going to be able to do anything here. He's chasing down Tom Kenton. I think he actually gets them. But yeah. He didn't get me though, which is good. Because I have most of the damage right now. 24, 3, and 14 is a pretty good chunk of damage. I'm a full build though, so like I said, Karthus. I feel like Karthus is best mid game, just because his late game damage. He kind of as long as they get magic resist, it kind of falls off. He still deals decent damage to squishies, but it's not the best. So now Udyr and Vel'Koz are dead, so we're on the chase to kill these guys. Azir takes a second to auto attack Vi, and as you can see, he is taking quite a bit of time to get there. Vi, we're like, okay, we got Azir, and then I'm like, guys, go out to Tristana. I'm gonna alter for the slow. And look at that damage. Look at that damage. Just, so good. And that's gonna be the game. So. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you do like, this, Karthus is a champion that you don't see that often. You don't even, I actually haven't seen one in months, to be honest. So I'm pretty sure the Azir, the enemy Azir was surprised when I picked it, and as a result, since Karthus isn't played all that much, he when he is picked, you can kind of catch the enemy off guard because they don't quite know how to play against him, even though it's pretty simple. However, though, he's really good if he gets ahead. Sucks if he gets behind, just because that's Karthus and he's not really good right now. I like him though, so I don't play him that much though. This was the first game in months that I've played Karthus, but I was just like, I'm gonna play him, and I did good. I had a 14 KDA at the end of this, 26, 3, and 16, 14 KDA on Karthus. Come on, you can't really get any better than that. So, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you did, and see you in the next one. Thanks.